This is a voice interpretation by Laura Berzas. I'm going to press play. Hello there. I am now going to speak about the BP oil spill. They've tried many different measures to fix the issue, but everything's failed so far. They're going to try something called top kill. It's something that is thicker than water, and if they put that into where the spill is, hopefully they'll be able to seal it off, the leak. They were supposed to do that this past weekend, but it didn't work out. Hopefully they'll do that this Tuesday. They're also talking about drilling into the water a mile deep into the water. They're getting ready for that now. They're going to be drilling, and they've also got ships ready to connect to these large drills. There's 3 of them that they've got set. They've also got some robot submarines that they've got ready to go into the ocean to help with this drilling. If that solves the leak, the problem will not be completely solved yet. There's a lot of damage that's been done. BP's been using a chemical for this oil called creatine 9500, and they're also looking to find other chemicals that'll also help. The EPA and Congress said that they have 18 different chemicals that are less poisonous than what BP's been wanting to use. However, BP's been saying we can't use these other chemicals. This one that we've got is the best one. So they're now in discussions with Congress to see what they're going to do. The weather's been good. The water's been calm, so it's been easy to try to get some of the oil cleaned up. They've been able to clean up about 50% of it so far, so that's very good. Also, the Coast Guard has been looking at it, and there's a particular congressperson named Mary Landrieu who's not satisfied with the work that's been done. So BP seems to be slow with this cleanup process, and everyone's saying we need to get this oil cleaned up. And April Allen had said that they weren't expecting the oil to be leaked this bad, and they're wanting to try to figure something out to be able to protect the fish and the wildlife in the area, because it's a very hard thing to clean up, and the damage has been spread for about 50 miles. People are very concerned that it's going to hit the Florida coastline, and that'll create even more problems. You know, the chemicals of the oil inside the oil are hard to clean. It's possible that many fish and animals will be killed. As the water rises, then it'll also get into the area worse. And if you try to clean up some of that, it makes things worse. So you got to leave some of it alone and let nature take its course. Either as there's rain to wash it away, or bacteria that'll clean it up by eating it. It doesn't happen quick. It takes many months or years to get this type of spill cleaned up. This past Saturday, pelicans in the area. There's a lot of pelicans. There's several hundred. They built their homes in this area, and they have their own eggs that they have around this water where the oil was spilled. There's a particular tree that grows into the ocean in that area, and that's where the pelicans put their eggs. There's one particular type of tree that can stay into the water that's strong enough for the pelicans to be able to live in, and is strong in the wetlands area, that can protect from things like oil. And when there's a hurricane, these types of trees also protect from things getting into the land. So in 1988 in Alaska, they had an oil spill there, and as they were cleaning up, they were trying to clean it off and pull up the oil from the water and clean it out. So it is possible. The Gulf of Mexico is a little bit different. There's Florida and Texas. The land is different. It's a softer type of land than what's in Alaska. So if you try to clean off the top of the land, it'll ruin it. So it's something that great care needs to be taken. And it's just like if a person were to walk on this land, it would be ruined. So there's lots of different areas where the land is higher than other spots of land. So great care needs to be taken when doing this cleanup project because it is soft. Just as if a hurricane comes into the area, it can get through until it hits a certain spot, then it doesn't damage the area. So in 2005, if you remember Katrina, the hurricane that destroyed this area in Louisiana, and the federal government spent $2-3 million to help with the cleanup in that area. And here we are again with this same area having issues that needs help with from the federal government. Also, the seafood in that area, shrimp, crabs, grow in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's a big industry there, as well as birds that come in and migrate from different states that stay in this particular area for the climate have left due to the oil spill. The Louisiana government and other leaders there are wanting to put more land to be able to protect from this spill leaking even further. They'd like to set up what we call islands to put a barrier to prevent the oil from coming into the land. The Army Corps of Engineers is supposed to be working on this. I'm not sure if it's approved yet, but that way these barrier islands can protect from this oil coming into the shore. If that land is lost, what would happen is the sea would be able to come further and further up into the state. It would be just like a hurricane. It would be as if, when a hurricane comes, it would hit the area much quicker and the homes would be destroyed. The city communities would be destroyed. But it's very difficult because this soil is so soft, and once the trees and the environment has been destroyed, it's hard to grow roots, and that there's nothing to protect the land. So they're trying to figure out if they're going to be able to clean out the oil or leave it alone. So as we can see, it's getting worse and worse. We really need the cleanup to be rushed so that everything can be clean for this particular land area and community.